Shemai Bow, Jason Shepherd Venin. Hello everyone, Jason Shepherd here from the Learn Welsh podcast. And today, well, I've been thinking lately about how bad the weather has been. We've had sun, rain, snow, sleet all in the last couple of months. It's been mad. Worse than usual for Wales. Wales, the weather's up and down, but it's been pretty bad. And I thought now's the time to start teaching you how to talk about the weather. Not just the words for the weather, but as this is part of the Learn Welsh Beginners course, I'm going to teach you how to make sentences about what the weather is like, what the weather was like, say yesterday, and what the weather will be like tomorrow. And we'll be doing that over the next couple of lessons. Let's start off with the word for weather in Welsh, which is tywydd. 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 And we need a question. So we're going to ask, what's the weather like? Sut mae'r tywydd? What is the weather like? Sut mae'r, like the name, like the Welsh name, but it's not spelt that way, obviously. Sut mae'r tywydd? Now, literally, that sentence means, how is the weather? Not what is the weather like, but it has that meaning, that same meaning. But literally, it's, how is the weather? So, we can add a word to that. We could say, what's the weather like today? Sut mae'r tywydd heddi? Sut mae'r tywydd heddi? Or we could say, what is the weather like this morning? Now, bore is morning, and in Welsh we don't say this morning, but we say the morning here. That is the equivalent of this morning. We put an in front of bore, and then a ma, which is short for yma, here at the end. So it's the, bore, morning, ma, here. So we could say, for example, sut mae'r tywydd y bore yma? Sut mae'r tywydd y bore yma? What is the weather like this morning? Or how is the weather this morning? Sut mae'r tywydd y bore yma? We could also say, what is the weather like this afternoon? Same construction, Prynhawn this time in the middle, and then ma at the end. A Prynhawn ma. You'll notice that I'm often saying instead of is the correct form for the, and is more of a South Wales colloquial, which is where I'm from, South West Wales. So I'm trying to say the correct way for you, but I might slip into the other form. And it's fine, either is acceptable. Y Prynhawn ma. Y Prynhawn ma. This afternoon. Sut mae'r tywydd y Prynhawn yma? Sut mae'r tywydd y Prynhawn yma? Sut mae'r tywydd y Prynhawn yma? So we've got all of these questions. What's the weather like this morning, this afternoon, today? Now, here is how we say what the weather is like. We use this phrase, mae hi'n. It is. Now, you probably hear that and think, mae hi'n, that means she is. Well, Welsh, like a lot of European languages, the word for he and she also means it. So, he is it, and or is it as well. So, mae he is, or it is. Mae hi, she is, or it is. With the weather, we always use the she form, the he. So we put mae hi'n first, and then we say what the weather's like. For example, mae hi'n braf. Mae hi'n braf. It is fine. The weather's fine outside today. It's fine. Now, you may think to yourself, hang on, there's another word that means fine, which is iawn, but it means fine in a different context. It means I'm fine, I'm okay, everything's all right. Whereas braf is the weather is fine. The weather is nice, it's fine. Mae hi'n braf. Mae hi'n braf. It's fine. Now, people also often shorten mae hi'n to mae'n. Mae'n braf. It's fine. Now, we could also say the complete opposite. It could be really cold. So we could say mae'n oer. Mae'n oer. Oer means cold. Spelled O-E-R, oer. Got a rolling R at the end of it. That R sound, oer. And it almost sounds like you're calling somebody, you're saying, oer, oer, come over here, oer. Now, if the weather is particularly bad, we could use the word Diflas, which means miserable. And you can imagine what Welsh weather can be like sometimes. We think of miserable weather as potentially a mixture of cold and damp and wet all together, maybe. Diflas. But after mae hi'n, we have a soft mutation on the letters that mutate. And D is one of those letters. It becomes a double D, a th sound. So we would say, mae'n ddiflas. Mae'n ddiflas. Diflas. Imagine, you know, a girl called Viv, and she's a lass. She's a girl. She's a lady, a lass. Diflas. Diflas to ddiflas. Mae'n ddiflas. It's miserable. Mae'n ddiflas. Now, let's have a nice warm word. And hot in Welsh is Poeth. Poeth. Spelled P-O-E-T-H. Poeth. 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 Mutates again. P becomes a B sound. Mae'n boeth. Mae'n boeth. Mae'n boeth. When it's hot, it's often sunny. You know, you can see the sun shining. So we could say sunny is Heulog. 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 And there's no mutation. So it's mae'n Heulog. It's sunny. Mae'n Heulog. Sut mae'r tywydd heddiw? Mae'n Heulog. It's sunny. Or you could mix them together. Maybe it's sunny, but it's also cold. Mae'n Heulog akoy. It's sunny and cold. Mae'n Heulog akoy. A is and, but it turns into ak if it is in front of a vowel. Let's try another word so I can demonstrate the other form of the other form of and. Mae'n oer a braf. Mae'n oer a braf. See, so we've got the two a sounds, the two and sounds, a and ak. A in front of consonants and ak in front of vowels. And here's something you might find interesting as well. The word braf is one of the few words in Welsh where the letter B does not mutate. It doesn't become vraf or mrav or anything like that. It does not mutate. It's one of those few words in Welsh where that happens. Right, here are a couple more words. What about this one? Dry. It's lovely and dry today. It's not wet at all. Seech. 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 So C and the h at the end of it. Seech. Seech. It almost sounds like I'm saying the word seek, but a h sound at the end. Seech. Mae'n seech. It's dry. Mae'n seech. And here's one more. Twym. Twym means warm. Twym. Of course, it mutates. Can you remember what the mutation would be? Yeah, that's right. T becomes D. Mae'n Dwym. Mae'n Dwym. It's warm. Mae'n Dwym. Now in South Wales, we also can use the other word, Cynnes. Cynnes for warm. Cynnes. In North Wales, they tend only to use Cynnes, but we use both. Twym you'll hear more, but Cynnes you'll hear as well. Cynnes. Mae'n Gynnes. It's warm. Mae'n Dwym. It's warm. Or mae'n Gynnes. Now, depending on what area of Wales you live in, if you live in Wales that is, have a listen out and find out what version of the word of warm you will hear in your part of Wales. And you can stick to that version then. Or if you want, use both. It's up to you. So we've got lots more Welsh weather words that I can teach you. And in the next video, we're going to look at how to say what the weather was like. It was windy yesterday. It was cold last night. And we're also going to look at how to say what the weather will be like. It'll be warm tomorrow. It'll be fine next Thursday. Those kind of sentences. And I'll teach you lots and lots of more weather words as well. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up. If you like what we do here and you like the videos, why not subscribe? And if you'd like to know every time a video comes out, why not click the little bell? If you're on Instagram, why not click like if you enjoyed this video? And if you'd like to see all of the videos, why not click follow? And I also put on Instagram little flashcards of different words and phrases as well, which you might find useful. Well, if you do like what we're doing here and you would like to support us, there are two ways. You can go to the Learn Welsh Podcast Club, www.learnwelshpodcast.co.uk. You can join that Learn Welsh Podcast Club, or you can go to patreon.com/learnwelsh. Either way that you support us, you'll get lots and lots of extra learning materials, including extended versions of each of our videos, dialogues, transcripts, and lots of other things as well, to help you in your journey to becoming a fluent Welsh speaker. So, it's time for me to go, and why not try using this week some of those weather words? If the weather gets a bit cold or a bit hot or a bit warm, try to remember those weather words and even form the sentence. Say, Mae'n Dwym, Mae'n Poeth, mae'r. And if you do make any of those sentences this week with anybody, why not let us know below which sentences you made? Okay. Or just let us know what the weather was like where you live and put the sentence down in the comments below.